If someone abuses you more than you abuse yourself, you walk away. And if someone abuses you less than you abuse yourself, you will stay. That's really what I want to talk about today. It's kind of deep if you think about what I just said. If someone abuses you more than you abuse yourself, you walk away. But if someone abuses you less than you abuse yourself, you will stay. And what I want to rein in what I'm saying is self-love is got to be something that you strive for every day. And I feel like we use that so loosely. Self-love, it's like a campaign, it's this, it's that. But self-love is you taking time for you throughout the day to work on you. That might be 10 minutes, it might be 2 hours, just time that you work on yourself so you can elevate. Because what ends up happening is if you don't consistently elevate and push yourself to be a better version of yourself every day, and you don't push yourself to love yourself more and more every day, what happens is you end up getting into these relationships. I'm not just talking like, partners, talking about friendships, associates, business, acquaintance, whatever, yeah? You end up getting into these relationships and it's not gonna work. Like you don't love yourself enough to attract what you deserve yet. So what you're attracting is something that you don't deserve, but because you haven't built that love for yourself up yet, you're only gonna get people that are gonna disrespect you. Now, it might not be at the start, it could be 6 months from now, but eventually they will disrespect you. Now, this is why it's fundamentally important to pick the right people who are going to be in your life. But first, forget about all of that shit. You need to make sure that you are consistently working on yourself, because the moment you work on yourself and you're consistently doing that, then you can see what you want. You can better pick. You can see attributes, traits, like you're picking a partner. You go on dates, like, no, I don't really like them. You're not going to go on another date. Or, do you know what, I actually really like them, And then maybe 2-3 dates in, you're like, do you know what? Like, it's not really going to work. Or maybe 6 months in, you're like, you know what? It's not going to work. The quicker you work on yourself and the quicker you elevate, the quicker you'll see them telltale signs. So something that might have cost you 6 months is not going to cost you 6 months. It's going to cost you one date or 2 dates. Or, if you're building a friendship with somebody or a group of people or whatever, you're going to see, do you know what? These people are great for associates, but long-time friends or, like friends that I'm going to invite to my wedding and they're going to do a best man speech. Nah. You know what I mean? And this is like important because we have time, yeah? And I know like everybody reins in on time, like, time, don't waste time, all that. But time is something that we have, but we also take advantage of. And it's really important not to waste time. It's not like, just because that person is not for you, that's not a bad thing. It just means that they're not for you. They will be for somebody else. And it's like you will also be for somebody else. But longevity is really what I want to talk about. Like longevity is sustaining a relationship that is fruitful and that has growth consistently in it. And those are the things that are gonna bring long-term happiness. I feel like, the relationships that, you get in, get out, they're the ones that they leave like a kind of like a mark on you. So you might be in a relationship with somebody, or you might have a friendship with somebody and it might not work out. And then it might not work out for the better. It might be quite a negative end. And then it ends up leaving like a slight scar that may take some time to heal, or it may never heal. I've seen it. you can have scars that are never healed, could be 50, 60 years old, and you can tell that they have not dealt with them issues. But it's really important to deal with the issues. And if you get the scars, like, look at them, embrace them, love them, and understand that you have to work on you. It's got really nothing to do with the other person or persons. It's really about yourself and not wasting time. The moment, you rein in on that, and you understand that you work on yourself, you be the best version of yourself, and your outlook on life will be very different. You'll look for things, or not things, you'll look for people that will benefit your life. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'll look for just growth in your life, and growth in whoever comes into your life, because you understand that, it's a relationship. At the end of the day, like, I don't know why when you're with somebody, it's a relationship. Like, we're gonna build together, we're gonna buy a house, we're gonna get a car, we're gonna have some kids, like, live happily ever after. Why is that also not the same for, long-term friends and people that you are going to go into a business relationship with? I'm not talking about having a baby with them or having a house, but what I am talking about is them bringing something to the table and you also bringing something to the table. Because when you can combine both of them elements, it creates a relationship of love. Trust me, because you feel valued, they also feel valued, and then you match them together and kaboom. It just creates a beautiful relationship that is long lasting. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today, guys. It's really important to kind of understand that a lot of us shoot the blame game, when really and truly it is us that have picked them people to be in our lives. So we cannot blame them. We have to look in the mirror and evaluate ourselves and work on ourselves to be the best version of ourselves. You already know. Like, comment, subscribe, and on to the next one.